Hey everybody, this is Kirk with an easy way to trade. I hope you like this upcoming video, but do me a favor, like and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we do other videos. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to Wednesday night session. Guys, again, we're excited about what we're doing, what we have. If y'all are in the Discord group or the Telegram, you have seen, the results just from today. Over the past, I think it was 6 days now, it's over $1,000, something like that. Okay, I'm checking my stuff up here. All right, guys, and the EA is really, I mean, we really have it refined now. And again, it's with minimal management. So all we do is we look for trends, right? We look for trends. If like right now we are in ECAD, it's trending right now, but see ECAD like this may go against us. What we do is we have 30 pip stop loss, 40 pip take profit, right? So what we do is we look for trends. If price is trending, if we get an entry down here, we look for trends. I'm sorry, if we get an entry up in this area somewhere, we look for trends. If price is trending down, right? If it's trending, so we'll stay in that trend. As long as we can connect 2 points, we would take that trade. If price is going sideways like this, and we get an entry anywhere in here, we just simply close the trade. We simply close the trade because price is consolidating right now, but we have minimal management with it right now because our entries are getting better. I'll say like that, our entries are getting better for the EA. So as you can see, but we win every trade? Of course not. And if we're looking at this one right here, price is still going up. We have 2 points right here to connect, right? Before we had this candle here, we connect these points. So if price, that's why we took this sell. We let it take the sell. But if this candle closes above this trend line, we're not going to let it go 30 pips, right? We won't let it go to 30 pips right here, right? If it closes above this trend line, we'll go ahead and close the trade. And again, if we're not able to manage the trades, then we won't run the EA. If you're at work, turn your EA off. If you're asleep, turn your EA off. You're going to get enough trades to be able to to be able to run the EA. Look like we may be getting a rejection right here now. Because see, we have our trend line, price like it's going to bounce off. It's a bearish candle now, so hopefully this will continue on down, right? Because we are in an overall, downtrend. We are in an overall downtrend. So, but if it goes above it and closes, we would simply close. That's the management part. Let's go look at the other one now, which is G-Chef. G-Chef looks good, right on G-Chef, right? It's in a downtrend also, but what's it doing? We have a downtrend, but it's coming off a resistance right now. We normally we would have closed this, and this is we're looking for trend lines, and remember we support resistance. That's the 3 things that we look for. If we can't draw a trend line, do we have support or resistance? This one right here took the trade right at resistance. Right here, right? So it's been hanging around here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11 hours before it took the trade. So it's like it may be holding, right? So it took the trade and it's in an overall downtrend. So this could be just down consolidation and sell continuation. So we'll hold that trade. So anytime we can put a trend line or support or resistance, we're on the trades. Right, so we're just looking. We're waiting. I think we said the 22nd. We're going to be coming out and go ahead and releasing everything, and everybody will again get 30 days. We'll get 30 days to look at it. Now I'm going to go over some of the trades that it took today, as soon as I can get this. February 14th to the what's today? Today's the 15th, right? Okay, so let's start with EU. And we're going to use trading view here. Let's start with EU, EUR USD. over $582 in profit from the 14th, from yesterday to today, you know, from changeover to today. Let's clear this stuff off of here. We had an entry on EU for a buy. We had an entry of, and as you can see, settings, our entry was 1.07316, 1.07316. Let me go to the hour. It's on the 14th. Oh, that's right. I'm tripping. It's the 14th. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Okay. 1.07316. So we had an entry right here on the 14th. And our TP was somewhere in this here. Let's just put a line here. Right up in here. Okay, so why would we take this trade? We see it's an obvious uptrend, right? We can connect dots, we can connect the lines, right? We got in here, plus we also got a little bit of break and retest right here, right? For that buy. So that's why we stayed in that trade. We got our entry right here, went up. You know, we got a little resistance right here, turns into support. So a break and retest entry on up to TP. So that was a very good trade that the EA took. Very good trade. And this is all we do when we manage it. When the signals come out, we look at it and see if we have, you know, support or resistance or trend line, and we let it go. If we don't, again, if we don't have one of those three things, then we don't do it. That means the price is, the market is consolidating. All right, so that's that one. Let's go to, then we had GCAD. We're not going to go over all of these trades today, but you know, you've seen them in the what's going on. Again, this was on the 14th, back in hitting this area. 14th. So we had 1.62065. So right in here, take profit was, put it up here somewhere. I wish this thing would stop. I'm trying to get my entries off my phone, but it keeps blacking out. 1.62465. 1.62465. So our TP was right here. Again, obvious uptrend, right? We got an obvious uptrend here. We also got, again, resistance turned into support, right? Took the trade right here, retraced a little bit, and on up to our TP. So that's what the EA is doing, guys. And again, all the trades that is taken today are in our Discord group. You can kind of go back and see it. We put a video together in there to let you all see it. This is another reason we would stay in this trade too. Well, I guess we don't really got a little bit of support there, and we know we got support, and then it came up, bounced up, broke through, and came in. So we know it's a very good trade there, guys. So we'll look at one more, AUDNZD. And so, like I say, as soon as these trades come, I either go to my MT4 on the phone, or I come over to my computer and just and look right quick. That was on the, now let's look at one that was today. Let's look at one that was there. We had ACAD today, AUD. That one was the day, which is the 15th. 15th, we got a sale on this one, so we ACAD 0.92668. All right, so that was, I say the 15th, that was right in here on that one there. All right. And then we have zero point 92268. Price came down. So we have an entry here. Of course, we are in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend here. Took price and kept it on down to our 40 pips here. So we got the EA design now. It is taking it's trading with the trading with strong trends. And so that's what's making this a lot easier. Now we did have a trade. Let's go look at GCAD, GBP, AUD right quick. And that'll be it for right now. We did have this happen. So will we win everyone? Will we win everyone? No, 1.1. This was earlier today, the 16th, 1 point. We were right in here. Yeah, we right on this candle for a sale. Yeah, because we have the resistance there. We got 1.74, 178. And I don't know if it was news or something, but as you can see, our TP was 30 pips, was 40 pips down. So about right in this area. Right in this area. And we had what? We went in obvious downtrend. We could connect the dots, obvious downtrend. Connect the lines, downtrend. We also had resistance right here, but something happened and just blew this one on up there. It must have been news or something. Now it's trying to fall back down, but it's already, we already took us out the trade already. So it takes obvious trends, and we look for structure to stay in it or not. Structure being either this trend line or support and resistance. We had it here, but it just, I think news or something must have come out, because that's a good, that's a big, that's an 80 pip move right there in an hour. So sometimes, so we won't win everyone, guys, but it is really, designed to take trends, to look for trends. Anybody got any questions? If you have any questions on anything, go ahead and ask. You have any questions?
Can you state the three things that you said you look for again?
Trend line, support, resistance.
Trend line.
So again, what we're doing is, if we can, let's just say we got we got the entry right here. Could we put a trend line on? Come on, grab it. We have a trend line. All we need is to connect 2 points, really 2 good touches, trend line. And we got it right here. And then you got, with this one, it's a stronger trend coming, down just like that. But here, here, here. And then, of course, we got resistance right here. The price was. So, but it just blew through. So we look for trend line, support, resistance. That's all we're looking for. If price is going, if we get a trade in here somewhere like this, where price has been going sideways, we'll exit it, because we don't know where it's going to go. Once we get an entry in this area somewhere, we look to the left. We can't draw a trend line on anything right in here. It's just not enough movement here to start a trend. It's just been kind of going sideways, like that. So we look for obvious moves. All right, and that's what we're doing. But again, with the EA right now, it's a lot less management than what we have been doing, because the EA is looking for trends, stronger trends. Okay, so everybody got that. So it won't take you long it's not hard to when the EA takes a trade, pull up your MT4, put up your trading view or whatever on your cell phone, and just look for a trend. Just look to see if you can visually put a trend line on it. If not, if the price is like it's going sideways, you just don't take the chance, just close it. And again, we will be putting in the signal, well, we are putting in the signals group what we're doing with our trades if we close trades, so you can kind of go by that too. We won't say that we'll catch every trade, because we just won't catch everyone, but we will be, the majority of the ones putting in there, whether we're going to hold them, whether we're going to close them. Biggest thing is what we look at is doing market changeover, 5:00 p.m. Eastern. We will be closing it. We will close our EA off, turn our EA off like this. And we just come here and turn the EA off, right? If we have trades running, because the trades are hard coded already. Once it enters a trade, stop loss and take profit are set. so you can actually turn the EA off and it won't affect any of your running trades. So that's a good thing. And then we talked about yesterday, because I used to tell people I used to didn't like letting trades run overnight. I see your message, Trader said, get to the minute. I used to not like letting trades run overnight because, you just never know. You never know what you wake up to. Hopefully you got a good trade, but, if you lose one. But with the EA here, again, if you're not going to be at the computer, whatever trades you're running, turn them off. I always, if I'm not happy with what I could potentially lose with that trade, I'll close it. But with the, I always look at my 30 pip, if I'm in 5 trades going overnight, I'll calculate, how much I can lose if all 5 of them, went the opposite way, hit stop loss. That's probably never going to happen. I'm not going to say never, but it's hopefully that won't happen. But if I calculate how much I can lose, and if it's more than I want to lose, I'll close out one of the ones that I'm not, or 1 or 2 of them that I'm not really sure about, and let the ones that I am sure about run. Like this one right here, I'm pretty sure on this one. I'll let it run because we got good support here. Now again, anything can happen, but I'm willing to lose on this. I'm willing to lose whatever this is right here. It's $65. I'm willing to lose that. And then also same thing for EuroCAD. If it's stop loss. But we hopefully won't lose them that many. But again, you just turn your EA off. If you're at work, can't mind it, turn your EA off. When you come on, some people like trading the London session. Get up London, turn your EA on. You'll get trades. You will definitely get trades. Okay, what is the stop loss and TP? 40 pip stop loss. No, it's the stop loss and take profits on the new settings that we're going to be doing is 40 pip TP, 30 pip stop loss. That's going to come already pre-loaded on the template itself. It's going to come preloaded. Now we recommend not changing it, unless you're going for more pips or whatever, but that's up to you. But we're doing 40 pip TP and 30 pip stop loss. Okay, so that's what we got, trader. Anybody got any quick?
So you said 2 different things about consolidation. One of them you said that, like right here on this chart, that look for consolidation, like that's coming out of consolidation, it might be a good trade.
No, wait, well, no.
What did you say?
No, okay, like say right here.
Yeah, that's not good because that's consolidating all the way across.
That's consolidating, right.
Yeah.
We're not manually trading it, so the EA is going to put us in the trade. Now, if the EA put me in the trade,
after consolidation,
right? I would, and what I would look at, me personally, and this is why we say it would be good to, to understand support, resistance, and trend lines. My consolidation point would be about right in here, because I go back and look and see what most of the touches are. Most of the touches are here, right? Price started to move, then it started going sideways, consolidating. And all that time, price never really broke this area. So if my EA came and then took a trade, say right here, right there, I would close it out still, because I don't have any reference, of where we're going. I don't have any reference. But if it took a trade, right in here, I would try to see if I can, put a trend line on. If I can get 2 touches, on that, going, or if I see support or resistance somewhere, on that, which you really don't, you can look to the left right here and you see a little bit of support right here, not really strong. See, it was support here, but it broke through right there and came back and touched it again. So I would take it, it's kind of your, call on that, but you definitely want to make sure it's not consolidating.
Okay, so I understand that. So tell me what the difference is between this consolidation on the left and that consolidation on the right.
Well, right here.
Because you're in that trade, but you wouldn't get in the trade over here.
Nope, right here, because that's consolidating right here. This is consolidating also, but remember what we said. I'm looking for structure too. I got structure right there. That's 12 hours. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, 11 hours worth of resistance right here. Price failed to break through. So yeah, normally we're looking for trend lines, but we can also look for support or resistance, right? We definitely like trend lines. Like say if I had this one right here, going just like that, and I got a entry right here. Yeah, I would take that trade. Why? Because I got 2 points, and I also got right there structure right there, right? But here, I really don't have a good trend line because price just dropped. I mean, even if I went like that, you know, that's just not a good trend line. You know, it's just too steep. I mean, that's too steep. You know, but I got consolidation. I mean, I got resistance right there. So I'm willing. That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to take this trade. It may not be a good trade, but I got resistance. You know, and if it comes through, if I'm still watching tonight before I go to bed, if it comes through here, breaks and closes above my resistance right here, I'll just go ahead and close it. Because if it breaks through this, that means for 11 hours it couldn't break it. But now it decides, this candle right here goes and decides to break it, and it closes above. The next candle opens above. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close it because I don't want it to go up. That if it went right here, let's just say it closed right here and started a new candle. From there to my resist, my out, that's 20 more pips. I just go ahead and cut my losses early right here. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, tell me why this is what you just said is not a good, even though it's touching twice.
Where?
You said that trend line was too steep for you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice bullish candle, bearish candle. I mean, that's, you know, that's just not a, and this is, again, to me personally, the trend line right here is too steep because it's too much volume going, it's too much going down right here. And what do we know about big moves? They tend to pull back. Yeah. You know, like this one hasn't pulled back yet, but that's fine. And this one didn't pull back yet either. And see this right here, and on this pair, you know, it might be history repeating itself because look, what do we have? Really strong move down. Then we got consolidation right there, all that. And then it kept on going down. Move down, consolidation, move down, consolidation, move down. You know, so that might be the same thing as what's going on right here. Move down, consolidation. It's coming on back to the trend line. Coming on back.
It might go back down.
Yeah, and it might go back down. So I'm willing to take that chance on that one. You know, because I got 12 hours of 11 hours worth of resistance right. Well, actually 12 hours this candle too. Actually 12 hours of resistance right here, support turning resistance right here. So if it comes through again, if it comes back up to my resistance and breaks and closes, then I say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out that trade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get out because, you know, it's broken that resistance that it couldn't break for 12 hours. And that tells me the price might be going on up, you know, but if it holds, then we're good. Right. So that's again, this is what we say with management. You know, it's gonna be on you to kind of make the determination of what you want to do with that trade. Know the EA will take good trades, but we can't, you know, we don't know what price is going to do as far as the market. The market can do something totally different, you know, but we know the EA is taking trades in the trend that are in the trend and everything. So, you know, that's what we're looking for, but we definitely want to manage it again. And that comes with knowing how, you know, drawing support and resistance and seeing if price does this, then I'm going to do this. Right. And so my thing right here, it's a good trade down, you know, because of history. But if price breaks this and closes, I'm going to go in next. I'm not going to let it continue all the way to my stop loss. And that's just giving away 20 pips. Now it could stop right here and I exit it and then it could turn right back around and go back down. That's something I'm willing to take. Right. Because I see that structure went here, all the way kind of across right here, you know, but it could go up, you know, to this next, you know, little where it started stalling a little bit, you know, not a lot, but it could go up there and come on back.
Okay. So if this particular trade right here decides it's going to start buying, would the EA take that trade?
With this right here?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the EA is going to take the trade that it looks for in the setup. It's what it's programmed to do. So I mean, I can't say that it's going to take it yet. It needs some information first. It needs to for it to take a buy here. We you know, it's not a lot of information here for the EA to see. You know, so we don't know. We said the EA is going to take what the EA deems is a good trade. That's all we put. Yeah, that's all we know. The EA is going to take what it deems a good trade based on the parameters that we have, you know, programmed in. And we're not going to get into all the the parameters that we have programmed in, you know, because we just don't want to go into that. We don't want to give that stuff out. People have asked us, well, how's the EA trading? What's it based on? It's based on what the parameters we put in it. And that's what we're going to leave it, because our last EA got hacked within 24 hours. I mean, a lot of you know that. because we were giving away too much information. You know, but we got that. We think we got this one, you know, pretty good. Matter of fact, let's go.
And let me ask you another question, just out of curiosity. Out of just this week, what's today? Wednesday. Out of all the trades that the EA has kicked out, how many of them have you gotten out of?
Have I personally gotten out of? I mean, that's kind of hard. I never have to count it up. I mean, I know it's less than, personally closed myself, less than 5%, something like that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's just go look at, well, actually, let's do this. Let me pull this up here. Go to account history. We started this account $1,000 on when? The 7th. Started $1,000 on the 7th. So what's today? Today's the 15th. So 8 days, right? Yeah, today's the 15th. 8 days. We're at 1959. So we made $959 in 8 days. And that's being very conservative because we've got a small lot size, you know, and our live account is doing about the same ratio. I think 1, 2, 3, like this one, I think we closed 2. We might have closed those 6 or 7. Yeah, so it's less than 10. So yeah, about 10%, no, less than 10, about 8%, 8% of them, because we're $1,000 down to 1959. So about 8% of them that we closed. And that's just based on, you know, us saying, and that's not saying that we closed them and they all would have gone stop loss. You know, we closed some of them, they could have come on back around. We haven't checked it. We haven't even looked at it to see, you know, because we let it go. But that's how we do it. That's all we're doing with the CA guys. And I know I've spoke with a lot of people, other people about EAs, and people have come to me and saying, well, I've seen other EAs out there that you don't have to manage and things like this and that, and you just let it run. And I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely true. I've had people come in and tell me that they have EAs that they never have to manage, and everything. And I only thing I can say to them is, what's the how is that EA doing now? You say you've been a year ago, you know, because I look at it like this: if you can find an EA or a robot, a robot or whatever, algorithm software, AI software, anything like that, that you can trade with and never touch it, just let it run, and it's profitable year after year, then that's what somebody need to show that to me, because the market changes and you have to be able to adjust the EA. Now that you can get that on a trade copier, you never touch it, but somebody's managing it. You know, then my second thing is, and if that software is out there, why would that person be over here looking at mine? Has to manage it. You know, all we know is the EA just simply puts us in the trade. A lot of people have done this, and this was me back in the day. This was me back in the day. I would look at this, right? Let's bring this in some, and just to put it in perspective. I see this right here. Let me move it. I see this right here. This move over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over the course of a week. I see this move. This move started right here and ended right here. And that's a week's time. 354 pips. Now that's thinking point, 354 pips. So let's say this was a Sunday and I'm marking up my charts and I'm saying, man, this is like it's gonna drop. And I come over here on next Monday or next Sunday and I'm like, man, look at that. How did I miss that? I knew it was gonna drop. The problem a lot of traders have, including myself, used to have, was overthinking, drawing up charts, and then not taking the trade because of fear of loss. And that's what a lot of people have, is a fear of loss when it comes to trading. You know, because a lot of people have lost a lot of money. You know, they don't want to say, but they've lost a lot of money in trading. But they always come back and say, man, how did I miss that move? Well, the EA is not going to miss the move. The EA is going to get you in the move. You just have to determine which move you want to stay in. All right. The EA is going to get you in all the good trades. You just got to determine, you know, we say how much you want to make and which trades to get in and which trades that. It's a wins versus losses thing. The EA is going to take more winning trades than it will take losses. And if we're managing it, we can minimize those 30 pip loss. Let's just say we take 10 trades, right, with 30 pip stop loss, and all 10 hit stop loss. That's 300 pips. Then next week we come out, hit 10 trades. All 10 trades go to TP. That's 400 pips. But then next week we do the exact same thing, 10 trades, but instead of, all 10 trades lost, but we closed them all at 20 pips, right? That's only 200. We're minimizing our losses. And that's what we want to do with this. If we can look at it and say, no, that's not a good trade, we minimize it. Now, let's just say right here, this trade came here and we had this trend line like that, right? And we got in the trade gave us a sell signal right in here. I mean, when I say sell signal, I mean, it put us in the trade right here. At this point, how we should have done it on trading view, but say it put us in a sell right here. Let me open this up. If it put us in a sell right here, would you take that trade? Based on what we have, would anybody take that trade? Don't look at after the fact. Let's just say it put us in a sell right here on that candle right there. Would that be considered a good trade? Anybody? I mean, you have to know.
Did it break the trend line?
No. Just based on what you see right here, if the EA put us in a trade on this candle right here, what would you do first?
Look for support.
No, you look for the trend line.
Yeah.
Can you connect 2 points? If we're looking for a sell, can you draw a trend line in the sell? Right? So you start at the top where price is. Right? We see this right here. That's resistance right there.
Okay.
Right? Price has failed to break, right? But we got a trend line from this point, touches here, and it touches here, and it touches here.
So that would be a yes?
That'd be yes. We draw a trend line, right? We only need 2 touches, right? I preferably would like to have my trend line. I wouldn't want this consolidation in here right here. I want that price to come back to trend line up here somewhere, because we want price to go for, when we draw a trend line, we want price to reject. So we want price to do this. We want price to come down and then back up to the trend line, down, back up. What's that doing? How do we really establish a trend line? A trend line is what? Going to a sell, it's lower lows and lower highs.
Mm-hmm.
That would be creating lower lows and lower highs if it was doing this. So that's the normal trend line, right? But can I draw this trend line here? Yeah, I got a point here, I got a point here, I got a point way down here and a point way down here. So that's giving me my 2 touches. Then I got my entry right here. Another thing that would help me make that decision to stay. I like it because it's a trend line going, it's obviously going down, right? I like it there. And we're going to show you another way to look at the trend line to say not to do it. Even if you can draw a trend, I'm going to show you how don't take a trade even with a trend line. But I got this right here, but I can also do what? I can also draw resistance. So if I say if a trade put me in right here, I can draw resistance too, right? Price has been on resistance right here, but it broke through. So it's a break and retest also.
So you can, it's good to have a higher low, but you don't have to, as long as it's connecting 2 points and you have support.
Right, if you have support and resistance, right? I mean, like I said, we're looking for a trend line, support and resistance. That's all we need to know. Again, an established trend, a very good trend line would be one that you have lower lows and lower highs for sell and higher highs, higher lows for a buy, right? Mm-hmm. But we don't have that in this case. But we do have. Let me get that out of the way.
Your points.
It's harder to do it on MT5. Yeah, but we do have, a good touch here, come back, see how price respected it right here, and again right here and dropped. Then we got resistance right here, right? Because we got it in the trade right here. So that would be what we'd be looking at. We would say that is a very good, a very good sale to be into. Right. So that's all you're gonna do. When we get a trade, that's what we're gonna look. It says without it on there, you don't know, but all you gotta do is just draw your support and resistance or trend line and see if you want to in that trade. Again, the same thing. It was right here, price was coming right here, like that. And we got in, say you got into a sale right in this area. Same thing. I got my 2 touches, First touch, second touch. I got that. I also got, if we also got a little bit of support right here for that. So that's resistance there. So if price come back up, boom, and come back down. It went up and rejected though, right? It didn't last. That was a fake out right there. Came out and kept on down. So if I got an entry right here, yeah, it's all you're doing is looking to the immediate left. If you can draw a trend line in either direction and support or support resistance, preferably have both, in that area. And so, like I said, that's how quick it is to be able to look and see, whether you want to stay in that trade or not. That makes sense, Irish? And
Make
again,
a lot of sense.
And again, that's done the same thing on the buy too. Same thing for a buy. It's just opposite. We obvious uptrend here, right? Most of my touches are right there from here. Touch right here, touch, came back, touch here. So if price put me in for a buy, in this area right here, I'm gonna take that buy. Do I have support anywhere? No, I don't, but I am in an uptrend. Right? Okay. I am in an uptrend. I don't have to have support and resistance and a trend line, either or. So right here, if I had an entry right here, right on this candle right here for a buy, we're looking, I draw a trend line here, or I can just say without the trend line, I just say, well, I think I'm gonna stay in that trade because I got support right there. I got a little bit of support right here, right? So I would, and again, this is not, it is not, 100%, but I do have some support here. I say I was like this, well, man, every time price came here, it went up 27 pips there. So roughly 20, the highest I think was 27 pips right here. So it roughly went up 20 pips, right? If I can get up 20 pips, and break and come out, as long as it don't break my trend line, then again, if I got the entry right here, I know my stop loss is 30 pips down somewhere down in this area. Well, I'm not going to let it hit my stop loss because this is my support. If price closes below my support right here and opens up a new trend, I'm just going to close it early and save that extra pips.
So where's your trend line?
I said on this one, I didn't even draw a trend line on this one.
Okay.
Let me do this. Can we put a trend line on it? All I need is 2 touches.
There you go.
All I need is 1 and 2 right here. And then price right here. So that gives me confluence right there and get on up. Right? And price, you see price respected it. So that's really, guys, that's really all we have to do. That's really all we have to do to determine again whether we want to stay trade. And remember, we're not with the EA here. We're gonna have so many good trades that we just want to take the best looking ones. This is not the same as top-down analysis where you got to be precise and say, well, EA put me in the trade, so I got to go up to the daily and do this and come to the 4 hour, 15-minute look for rejection. No, this is something different. This is different. This is just if I'm in an uptrend, a downtrend. If price puts me in a buy and I'm in an uptrend, out of 10 trades, and we think of it like that. Out of 10 trades when price is going up, can I get 20? Can I get 30 pips out of it or 40 pips out of it? Same thing for a sale. Can I get, if it's in an uptrend, can I get pips out of it? Now I said I was going to show you one that you can put a trend line on, but you still wouldn't take that trade. Is if price is doing this. Let's look at this. Well, let me find one. Let me get this off here for a minute. Because we want a trend line to look like this, guys, ladies and gentlemen, a 30, at least a 30-degree angle. So we don't want a trend line when price is going. Trying to find one. Okay. We don't want one like this. Will it work? Maybe, but we don't want to draw a trend line like that. Flat, almost flat. We need some movement on it, right? A flat trend line. Now, did that come? Now, I mean, actually, this trend line was right here, but I was just trying to say, because I can't see one I am, but we don't want a flat line where price is going like that because it's not enough volume, not enough movement in it. We know that's strong here. Trend line going up, like even if I got an entry on this candle right here, if the EA put me in on this candle right here, I would say, can I draw 2 points? right there on that dot right there. Boom. I got 2 points and it put me in a buy. That's a strong buy. Even if it comes back to my trend line, yeah, I would take that trade. But again, we don't want trades we don't stay in the trade if a trend line is real weak, almost horizontal, right? Because that's just not enough. That means price is it's not enough movement. As soon as you get in it, that's when it decides to come back. So we want obvious trend line, where we can connect some points together, just like that. It probably broke through it, fake out a little bit and came right on back and went on up. We want strong ones, right? So anybody have any comments, questions? Anybody have any questions? Anything? What trade am I on? This is what? G-Chef.
Kirk,
Yes.
this is Yabina.
Hey, Yabina.
How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Pretty good. Is this trading on the daily? I can't see it. It's so small on my screen.
No, this is the EA trades on the hour.
On the hour? Okay, ma'am. And you say on this EA we're taking 30 or 40 pips?
Right. Let me answer both y'all questions. I see your message, trader. I'm going to answer it now. Remember, if y'all have been on this Zoom for the past, I say 3 weeks, we told everybody do not download anything from the website. Matter of fact, I disabled the website button to join because we had people still trying to join. But we're going to extend the 30-day free trial for everybody because we have our programmer now getting ready to actually put the new EA up, and we will extend the 30-day trial. But the Telegram group that everybody's in right now, the H1 Telegram group that everybody's in is getting signals. Remember, we told everybody trade that manually, right? That is not the EA. That's the old settings, right? So don't go by that. Don't go by the stop loss and take profit in the signals group, the H1 signals right now. I'm telling you, the new EA coming out will be 30 pip stop loss, 40 pip TP, period, on the H1. So don't worry about the 20 pip and the 40 in the Telegram group. That, remember, we told everybody, if you're taking the signals in that Telegram group, they're good signals, but you definitely need to manage each one of those signals. Don't just let it run. That's why we collaborated with we found out from our developer that it was certain things that we could do that we really liked, and they said they can make it for us, that he could do it for us. And so he's doing it now. He's putting it together, and it's making it to where we're not managing it as much, because the reason being, because the trades are a lot better entries. As you see, most of the ones I point out today are on a trend line and based off of support or resistance too, right? It has two things. Not all of them will have confluence, but that's what we're trying to. Everybody knows, we can't guarantee anything, but we're trying to make it to where it takes the best of the best trades. So you got that, trader? You understand now why the Telegram group is different? You manually trade those signals and do what you're going to do with them. But you definitely need to manage those. But again, with the new settings coming out, guys, again, we still want you managing it. And if you cannot manage it, if you're at work, please turn your EA off. We're going to say that every training. If you can't have your phone out or your computer out while you're at work or whatever like that, please turn your EA off. Because although it's going to be taking very good trades, we still don't want you to. And again, I would say this: even if you don't, you're still probably going to be profitable in the long run. You still probably going to be profitable. And remember, we always say trading with the EA, with any EA, and not just ours, but with any EA, is not a day-to-day process. It's a week-to-week, month-to-month. And what I mean by that is, with our EA, the way we have this thing set up, the way it looks, does everybody know the market? What does the market do? Does the market trend or consolidate majority of the time? Does anybody know which one? Does the market trend or consolidate? The majority is 70, I would say 65, 70% of the time.
Consolidate.
Absolutely. The market consolidates over 70% of the time. You only get trends, as you can see. Look, this is all considered consolidation right here. That's pretty much all considered consolidation, because even this moving average is flat. How often does it do this? Big trends. The market consolidates the majority of the time. And that's why people lose with EAs and robots, because there is nothing that can figure out consolidation unless you can figure out something that's going to do this right here. You can figure out an EA that would trade between zones, right? That's what we need. That's what I mean. That would alleviate. Now you'd have something trade between zones and trending, right? But our EA is based on trends, and that's when, when the market is moving, just like a freight train. When a freight train starts to move, it's hard to stop. It can't just stop on a dime. But that's what our EA is looking for. It's looking for movement to where, okay, if it's moving, can we get 20 or 30 pips out of it, 40 pips out of it really quick before it decides to retrace back, decide to move back, right? And if we get in right here, going down, that's 200 some pips, almost 300 pips right there. Then it consolidates a little. Well, not really a lot of consolidation, but it does continue up. Even from here to this high, it's 100 pips. But overall, that move went 150 pips, right? With this major pullback, and then on up. So we want, the EAs is we're going to, I'll say like this, we're going to have losing days. And when I say that, guys, understand this. I'm saying that to say, and not 100% saying that I know, but we may have losing days. We may even have a losing week. Matter of fact, last week, it's like this. Last week, we were down from Tuesday to Friday when we turned the EA off. We were down $48. But guys, that was all last week. As y'all know, even the guys that's in Eric B's training, what did he tell y'all last week? The market was going sideways all last week. We did not touch the EA. We just let it run. And we only were down $48. But we came back this week and they did what? Made $900. Because the market, everything is moving now. Everything is moving now. Right? So that's what we look at. Look, we were down $25 a minute ago. It's starting to, those pullbacks are starting to, come our way. So we may have, you don't get excited. Don't get, that's why we give everybody 30 days to test it. I don't care if the first 3 weeks you're down $200, but then that fourth week you make $1,000. Did it work? Yes. The market is going to be the market. Our goal is to be profitable at the end of each, well, actually at the end of each week, but monthly. It's just like a 401k. If you were to go to your job and ask about your 401k every day, you pull your hair out. Because one day it's up, one day it's down. One day it's up, one day it's down. 1 week it's up, 1 week is down. So that's the same with EA, but we can try to control those losses too by managing it. And that's why you'll not see any. I've had people who come to me again talking about EAs that they say, well, I've seen this EA and it's been running and it's been, don't have to touch it. And I'm like, okay, is it still profitable? How long has it been running? Can you show me a year? And nobody has come back yet and show me one. I can think of a company right now that I know of that a couple of my friends got into about 8 months ago. We're doing good for the first 6 months. Very well. I was about tempted. But then it blew their whole accounts. Thousands of dollars. Just blew. Because it wasn't ready to adjust. It couldn't adjust to the market, hands-free. And so you have to manage it. So yeah, and that's all I'm trying to get everybody to understand. You have to manage these EAs. When the market starts to shift, we may tell you in our Telegram group, when we start to see 3 or 4 back-to-back trades lost because of the market, it's a good entry, but the market turns around and goes opposite. We say, okay, the market's starting to consolidate. It's starting to reverse. We're putting this up. We turning our EA off, and we'll let y'all know when we turn it back on, because we can look at the market and see when it starts to, do. And this is what we're talking about when it does this right here. Put this back together. It's only when, when the market starts to do this right here. Okay, we obviously, come on. We in these trades, we making money. We happy. We happy. We done made money today, that day, that day, that day, that day, that day. And then for 3 days, we can't make no money. We lost. We get into a buy right here, and it stop loss. We get up here, get into a buy, stop loss. We get into a sell right here, stop loss. We done lost on this same pair. We lose 5 or 6 times. and then we lose 4 or 5 times on another pair. We start looking at it. Okay, we just came out of big runs where we made $1,000. We done lost 100 of it already. Turn the EA off. Market start to consolidate. Then we'll wait for a few pairs, start making some runs. That's how you manage it. Ain't no sense in making $1,000 and then giving $1,000 right back. And that's what happens to a lot of EAs. They run good for a while, and then it eats up everything. Forex market, remember this, for Forex, it's a business for Forex, for the brokers, and everybody, all the whales out there. So we'll be putting in our Telegram group what we're doing. But if we start to see that, like last week, now last week we didn't turn it off because we just wanted to see if we didn't touch it, what would it do? Well, like I said, we were only down $48. That was powerful. I don't know. Has anybody seen the video that I put into the Telegram group today, or into the Telegram and Discord group? Has anybody watched the EA, the video that says, "Why is our EA so powerful"? Has anybody seen that? If you've seen it, put a 1 in the comments chat box. Put a 1. If you've seen the video that I put in the Telegram group today or the Discord group, put a 1. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to explain to you why it's so powerful or what's been going on. So Abe has seen it. So Abe's the only one. Wow. We put these things in the groups, guys, for you to see, so you know what you're getting. I mean, if you're going to test something for 30 days, you want to know what you're getting, right? Well, right now we're running the EA on a live account. We started a live account with $60. It's at 140 right now, and we started it 3 days ago, something like that. It's at $143 right now. Okay, because we wanted to see what it would do. I had some money sitting around in Bitcoin, and I said, let me see if, with a $60 account, a small account, running at 30 and 40 cents, because that's when you can tell. Most EAs have to have some money in it, right? As we all been saying, have to have some money in it to take these swings. But we limit it. We say we're only going to run it on 3 trades at a time. So that's another thing about the EA. You can decide how many trade pairs, how many trades at a time. Because I don't want to have a $100 account or a $300 account and running 28 pairs and then have 15 trades at a time open. That ain't smart. So we can limit the number of pairs that can be able trades at any given time, right? We can do that. And then we the lot size. So we're actually running a 200K FTMO actually right now. Eric B is 200K FTMO. You have to make 10%. So he has to be at 210. He started it 2 days ago. This is all in the video. Started 2 days ago. Today he's at $7,900 or $7,700. That was this morning. I don't know where he is now. He's probably already passed the phase, because he only needed another $2,300 or something to go.
And he started the account with how much?
It's an FTMO 200K account, 200,000. And you have to make $10,000 within 30 days. Well, he's already made 7,700 in 2 days. So he only needs another 23. And that, like I said, that was this morning. I haven't talked with him about it since then. He only needed another 23, and he had not touched it yet. He just put it on, let it run. So we know we got something powerful with the way we got the design right now.
So how much longer do you think it's going to be before the EA comes out?
We're looking at the 22nd of to start the 30-day trial again, back at 22nd. That's what we're looking. We're working with the developer right now to ensure everything is starting to go. And then I'm actually working on the website too again, because we offered the free trial starting in February. I got to go do some stuff in the back office of the website for all the enable free trades again, free trial again, get that back up and running, right? So, but we're looking at the 22nd. We're going to make an announcement again this time. No, we know February 1st. February 1st our trial with the EA we got right now, the one we were had February 1st. Again, we said that EA was good, but it really was good for people who knew how to trade. People who could look at it and manipulate it and know how to trade. We wanted something that was just going to pop for beginner traders. We got it now. We have it now. We really didn't.
So you running this on the MT5, MT4?
MT4 and MT5, right?
Oh, okay. okay, but you're running the MT4.
Oh, this is MT4 right here. Yeah.
Okay, so when the new EA comes out, you're gonna be running the MT4 to MT5.
I'm going to be running mine on MT4 because I already got it going right now. I probably will start up an MT5 account too, but the only one we're going to monitor in the Telegram group is the MT4. So in the Telegram group that we're going to switch over, we'll have the new EA on it and the MT4 settings. Now remember, we're running. This is Hugo's Way right here, right? This is Hugo's Way. We'll have a Hugo's Way account running MT4. If somebody's running the MT5 account or even another MT4 account with another broker, remember, brokers to broker, MT4 to MT5 price differs, spreads differ. So you might be running the MT4 with IC Markets or LQDFX or Hero or something like that, and we might get into GBP Chef right here, and you might not get into it because the spreads are different from broker to broker. But at least if out of 20 trades, we should have roughly at least the same 14, 15, 16 of them. Same. But, same thing for MT4 to MT5. We're running MT4, MT5. The signals coming in the Telegram group are going to be MT4 Hugo's Way. Well, if somebody's running MT5, we might have, some trades that you may not have. You may have trades that we don't have. But remember, the technology is the same, though. It's just the difference in brokers, price, and spread, slippage, and all that stuff comes into play. So I don't want people to know. I put this out on every Zoom because I don't want people to get in the habit. Well, I see you in the signal the signal came out that for GBP USD on the buy. I didn't get my EA, didn't take it. Mine's not working. No, it's working. It's just different prices, different brokers. We've even seen Hugo's Way to Hugo's Way, demo to real. And the reason being is because with a demo account, you don't have the spreads. Where you have them, but they're smaller than on a live. And so if price reaches a certain area and doesn't cover that spread, it'll trigger on one and not on the other one. Right? So just keep that in mind that, it's just because, we in the trade that you're not, or you're in the trade that we're not, or the signals group doesn't have a trade that you're in, or the signals group has a trade that you're not in, everything's fine. Now, if it gets to a point where we have 20 trades come out, we're in 20 of them, and you in none of them, or 5 of them, then we need to check and see what's going on. But just keep that in mind. Everybody understand that? Anybody else have any comments or questions?
Hey Kirk, how you
Yes,
doing?
sir.
I just want to ask a quick question. When you do when it's once again, you're gonna have it's gonna be in the Discord group or the Telegram group when you
I'm gonna put it in both. I'm gonna put it in that big Telegram group and our Discord group.
No, I'm talking about if you purchase the EA and it's running, whether you get this, whether your broker get the signal or not, how soon will y'all have it in the Telegram, the paid Telegram or the paid Discord? Well, basically what I'm saying is, say I missed the signal because of my MT4 and it shows up, the alert shows up on the, I'm just trying to figure out where do you put the alerts? Like when they go on a trade, like these trades.
Okay, like all my trades right here, any trade I'm in right here will be going to the Telegram group. As soon as this GBP Chef takes the trade on my EA, it's in the Telegram group.
Okay. So for the paid people who purchase it, that's what
right.
You will be in the Telegram group.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be all the memberships will be in the Telegram group.
Okay. Well, I think that's I think that's fair because if your MT4 misses it on the EA, then it makes common sense that if you want to get in trade, take it on your phone, or take it on
right. And that's the other thing. If you're running MT5, but our signals for MT4, look at it on your phone and see, is it a good trade on your MT5, and take the trade. Or if yours missing for some reason, the EA took it for a reason. But if you're running MT4 and our signals MT4 and yours doesn't take it, just wait. Because it could be a spread difference where it could be a time and price difference where yours is going to take it in a few minutes or whatever.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, you say just hold off. Don't.
Yeah, I would hold off. I personally would just hold off. If your EA, I wouldn't, because unless you're doing that on a manual account, manually trading it, that's fine. Don't take any manual trades on the EA itself. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, no. I got you. I have of course, when I set it up on my MT4, for, to be on Auto Trader. I'm not going to touch it
Yeah.
or, cut it off and cut it on. I'm just saying if I, because I have a couple of accounts
Right, right.
on my phone, on my, other accounts. I'm just saying on one of my other accounts, if I see the alert, I may just take it too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm telling people. That's the only reason I created the Telegram group at first, was to say as soon as my EA took a trade, I want to take that same trade on my manual account.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. Yeah,
right.
That's a
Because
good
now
idea.
you can really double up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can double up with
Yeah,
it.
it's a no. It's a no-brainer for me, man. It sounds good. I
Absolutely.
appreciate
And look, Van, I want to say this to you. You'll know what I'm talking about. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I just thought about it. That's Van. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I spoke to Eric, man. Yeah, ain't no worries, brother.
And that's funny,
We're
man.
gonna chop it up, man.
Yeah, that's funny. Because Dwayne's my cousin. Well, he's my cousin-in-law.
Oh yeah.
I married his first cousin.
Yeah. We definitely I ain't spoke to him in a while.
Yeah, I got to hit him up too, because I thought he was still in Atlanta. Come find out he back in Hickory. Wow.
Yeah. He's been back up there a while. Yeah.
I thought he was still down in Atlanta with his son.
Yeah, man, it's all love, man. I appreciate it.
you.
We finna make some money, man. I know a lot of people skeptical, but talk to Eric. I mean, it's powerful, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So this thing is, yep, absolutely. So guys, are there any other comments or questions? Anybody have any other comments or questions? I think you have just the biggest part, guys. We always say, if you cannot manage the trades, please don't turn it on, because we don't want you running it unless you're confident. If you run it 24/7, you can't manage. Just understand that's your decision. You're comfortable with the outcome. Again, I believe from me testing and running that if you did that, still overall going to be profitable. But you can save money by managing it and cutting out the trades that you see are bad out the gate. But if you can't manage it, turn it off. Again, the inputs are hard coded. You don't have to worry about it. If you go to sleep, you got trades running. Figure out how much you're willing to lose. If all of them go sideways on you, then be comfortable, be good with it. Right? Anybody else? Comments, questions, concerns? And we will be putting in the group when we're got everything up and ready. We're going to give everybody 30 days. So don't worry, 30 days to test drive it, and let us know what you think. All right. Well, if there are no more questions, there are no more comments or questions, guys, that's going to do it for us this evening. If you are a guest on here and you're not in the Telegram group or the Discord group, please get in the Discord group. I'll put the link. I see some names in here that I don't know. I'm going to put the Discord group in the chat here. I can't type and talk because I've been on my cell phone. How you spell ATM? ATM.com. There you go. Oh, shoot. I got that on the back of my truck too, guys. I got that website on the back of my truck. People, I got a QR code. My QR code is on my truck, and every day I get emails. Your truck has been scanned. Your truck has been scanned. So that's pretty cool. Little app I got. But anyway, that's the link to the Discord group right there. If you're not in the group, go ahead and join it. Keep track of what we're doing. Get in on the free trial when we do announce it. I think it's roughly, like I said, the 22nd. And then we'll have everything ready for March 1st, really, to actually start testing to start for the free trial March 1st. 22nd, we have the software up. But that's what we're looking at. So we want everybody to have a full 30 days, and then we'll go from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you. We'll see you back again next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your evening.
Hey, March 22nd or February 22nd?
Well, February, we'll get everything up and running, but we'll want to start the trial March 1st. So it'll be 30 days, March to April.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
Okay. That gives us, a good 2 week and a half to get everybody set up. All right, but we'll let everybody know. We'll put it all in the groups, Discord and everything, okay? All right. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.